Okay, so welcome back to another session of the Relaxing Fertility Yoga sponsored by the Fertility Partnership. My name is Julie, and as always, I just really want to invite you into this space and into this practice with a sense of compassion for yourself and for your body. If at any point you hear, sorry, I don't know if you can hear one of my dogs. She's currently barking outside because my partner's just had to, no, hopefully the Zoom audio quality is, oh no, hopefully the Zoom audio is helping to suppress that background noise. But if you can hear her or anything else, please always just allow it to be vibration, just part of this moment, part of practicing accepting what is right now. Barking dogs are a very good test from the universe on that one. But yes, so sorry, going back to what I was saying, please know that this invitation for you is here tonight to just come into this space with a sense of compassion for yourself, compassion for your body, for your mind, for your spirit even. You know, I love to practice gratitude in these sessions, gratitude for anything and everything. Gratitude is shown to affect the even parts of the brain. So when we systematically practice gratitude, we do in fact change parts of the brain structure. We do in fact start to feel happier. That being said, sometimes, and I'm just going to say it, sometimes we just feel like shit. And to deny that is actually worse than kind of like trying to charge through with a sense of thankfulness. We can still be thankful for what we have, but we can also still honor when we might not be feeling 100%, when we might not be feeling great. Sometimes it's just actually also allowing ourselves to have that space to move through what we're feeling so that we can come more towards gratitude. I hope that all makes sense. Okay, so we're going to start with a centering and breathing, and then we'll move into some warm-ups. And as promised, we're going to do some things with the vagus nerve. This is really good for helping to relax the nervous system. And we'll just do a few things for the neck, as well as some of our basic moves just to relax, and some moves that are believed to help with fertility. So to start, you can either sit or lie down. It's really up to you. If you've been at a desk all day or sitting most of the day, I do recommend lying down. And if you lie down, you can do that in one of two ways. So to bend the knees and place the feet on the floor, that is going to feel better if you have any lower back sensitivities. Otherwise, you can just extend the legs out, letting them flop and splay. If you prefer to sit, that's fine. Just sit up nice and tall. You can also sit up onto a bolster or onto a cushion or a block, just however you feel comfortable. And then let's take a few rolls of the shoulders. So we're going to inhale, roll the shoulders up, and exhale them down and back. And again. And one more. And then just relax the shoulders down. Relax the hands either facing up or down. Close your eyes. And take a few deep inhales through the nose with exhales, sighing or blowing the air out of the mouth. And just do this as many times as you need. Inhaling calm, exhaling, sighing out, letting go of any stress or any tension. And once you've sighed out a few times, just let your natural breath take over again. And just start to notice your breath and notice where it lands in your body, whether it's coming down into the chest or further down into the belly. And whatever you find in this practice, try to just practice noticing without judgment. And we're going to practice something I think we also practiced last week. So what I would like you to do is imagine that with each inhale now, you're starting to breathe in a sense of light, of calm, even breathing in a beautiful healing energy. And with every exhale, imagine that you're releasing any stress, any tension, any darkness in the body. And it doesn't just have to be with the body. It can also be with your heart, with your mind, with your energy. So we're just inhaling, bringing this calm light into the body, exhaling and starting to release anything that we feel the need to release. And you can deepen your breath as you do this. Imagine that you're inhaling and bringing that light down into the belly, really filling up the belly, filling up the ribs, filling up the chest, and then exhaling again and releasing everything out, chest, ribs, and belly. So we're taking deep breaths as we visualize here. Let's take about 5 or so more rounds of slow, deep breath there. And start to mentally ready yourself for movement. And just in your own time and in your own way, draw some movement back into your body. So just let yourself stretch, roll around, yawn, sigh. And then take the next minute to gradually bring yourself up to standing. And just take your time coming up and really stretch out along the way. Be expressive, be creative, be playful. There's no right or wrong way of doing this. We're just going to take our time coming up. All right. Sorry that there was a little bit of chaos going on here in the beginning there. Just, again, sometimes the way life goes. Okay, so once you have come up to standing, let's bring the feet to a hip distance stance. So you're squaring your toes forward. And then we're just going to take a big, big inhale, bend the knees, lift the arms, big inhale up to the sky. Oh, and exhale. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale down. And one more, inhale, lift all the way up. Oh, and then as you exhale, I want you to interlace your fingers. So you're pointing your index fingers and your thumbs, and you're just going to stretch your arms above your head. So you're going to take an inhale here, really stretch up to the sky, and then exhale, lean from your waist to the right. And then inhale, lift back up through center, and exhale over to the other side. And again, inhale center and exhale right. And really shift out through that hip, that left hip. So you're really taking a nice long side stretch there. And then inhale, take it all the way back up through center. And exhale, take it over to the other side. And again, shift out through that right hip if that feels okay to you. And then inhale, take it up through center. Draw your hands around, or interlace your fingers and draw your hands behind your head. So you're going to inhale and stand up nice and tall. And then exhale, tuck the chin in towards your chest and let your elbows hang down towards the sides of your head. So you're just starting to get a stretch through the neck there. We're going to take an inhale here. And then we're going to exhale and take a little turn of the head to the right. So it's like we're peeking under the right armpit and we get that nice stretch there through the side of the neck. And then inhale back through center and exhale over to the other side. And again, inhale center, exhale right. Inhale center and exhale left. And then inhale center. Start to lift the head, lift the heart, lift the arms. Unwind your fingers and then swan dive forward, hang the head, hang the arms. So you're coming into Uttanasana, into a standing forward bend. So we're just hanging here. We're really letting the head be nice and heavy. We're going to give the head a few shakes, yes. And a few shakes, no. And again, yes, yes, yes. And no, no, no. And just let the head be nice and heavy here. And you're going to take hold of opposite elbows in opposite hands. And then just gently sway a little bit, side to side. Just swaying back and forth and keep it going. And I actually have an idea for something that I would love to do with you guys tonight. So just keep swaying. I'm actually going to put some music on this evening. And we're going to do something kind of fun. Something that's going to loosen everything up, shake, dance, shake some things out. Okay. I am going to have to keep swaying. To do that, I am going to have to put my audio settings so that the suppressed background noise is on low, because otherwise you won't hear the music. So you might hear the dogs a little more, but they're done eating now. So, and the dog that wasn't eating did eat, so that's good news. So, so hopefully it should be okay. Famous last words, right? Okay, so let's go. Lovely music here. Okay. From here, come back through center. Start to bend your knees and slowly ragdoll your body all the way up. Okay. Now, tonight I want to really encourage you to just get loose, let loose. Okay? So you can sway a little bit, feel the music a little bit. And what's great is you're at home, so I can't see you, no one else can see you, you can see me. So I sometimes feel like an idiot doing this, but you don't need to feel like an idiot. Okay, so no. So what we're gonna do is just start with single shoulder rolls. I don't actually feel like that much of an idiot, to be honest. We're just gonna go back and forth. Single shoulder rolls back. Okay. I do feel a little bit silly doing this one. Shoulder rolls forward. Keep it going, a few more. And again, you can have a little bounce in your step. And then we're gonna go back, back, forward, forward. Take a few more. You know, remember that the fertility yoga is as much about relaxing your body, which helps also with your hormones, as it is about, say, specific poses for the hips or for blood flow to uterus. It's all connected. So we just really want to use the whole body to relax. Okay, take it all the way back. And then start to shift the weight foot to foot. And you're going to shift your weight into your right foot. And with your left foot, I want you to start to circle around a little bit. So start to circle around, taking your toes up onto the floor. And then you're going to gradually increase those circles so that we can send the hip out. And we're sending the knee out. So we're really starting to roll around. And the other knee is bending obviously a little bit here. So we're lovely on the hips this one. And you go the other way. You can take it at whatever speed you want to take it at. Take a few more. Okay, and then we're going to take the weight foot to foot again. And then let's shift the weight into that left foot. Come up onto the tips of your right toes. And then again, we're going to take the knee out and in. We're just rolling it around. Okay. Two more. Change the direction. Take it back to center. And then once you come back to center, bring your feet to, again, that hip distance stance. And we're going to go with something super, super old school here, okay? So, this is like old school, I don't know, 80s, kind of 90s movements. We're going to take the hands under the knees, and we're just going to circle the knees around. And then go the other way. Back to center, roll up through center. Now, I want you to just think about your hips here. So, we're gonna feel the hips, like really feel your hips. And you can also, odd as it might sound, I want you just to kind of feel the energy in the hips. Are the hips feeling really stagnant? Are they angry? Are they tired? Are they sad? Are they stressed? The hips are often a massive storage, emotional storage point in the body. Like we often think about the shoulders and the neck as being places that we store stress, but in fact the whole body has storage points, and the hips are a really big one. So we want to give them, we want to check in with them, and then also start to bring a little movement into them. So let's shift the hips out to one side, and then forward, and then to the other side, and back. So you can start with a more isolated movement, and then you can start to circle it out. And you can do what you want with your arms. Why not? Why not laugh and smile and just, hey. You're like, I signed up for yoga, not dance. Does there have to be a difference? How is dance not yoga? Yoga is an ancient tradition that is so much more. It's over 4,000 years old, and it's so much more than just poses. It's a philosophy, it's breathing exercises, it's meditation, it's all of it. So why is dance not a part of that? Of course it can be. Take it the other way. A few more. Really feel your hips. What are they telling you? Slightly different movement than what we normally do in here. Okay, we're gonna travel up. So, okay, big one I'm about to say here. Fertility stuff can make us feel unsexy, right? So suddenly sex is not sexy anymore a lot of the time. It becomes a little more stressful, it becomes timed, it becomes laboratories. And then of course we're so fortunate, right, that we have all of this technology. But I want you to come back, and even if there's a guy doing this class, because I realize I'm a woman and I'm kind of mostly speaking to women, but even if there's a dude out there doing this class, you know, guys also, of course, need to feel sexy too, right? So we're going to, you're like, what has happened tonight? We're going to take it up, and we're going to really feel through the torso. We're circling around through the torso. You know, it's so important, this idea of nourishing our inner divine feminine or divine masculine. Go the other way. And if this is uncomfortable for you, you know, I feel like anything in life is kind of, we have full body, full emotional, full mental processes around it. And so if you're in a clinical setting dealing with fertility, and then the sensuality part is uncomfortable, it's actually probably all the more reason to do it, to check in with it, to find an alignment, and again, a physical sense, literally sensuality, a physical sense of your body. Okay, let's take it up. We're gonna take it up into the chest, okay? And then from here, so right now I'm just finding the beat. This is El Bujo, by the way, for anyone that likes this music. I think he's Peruvian British. Really lovely music. So what we're gonna do is do the same thing with the shoulders. So we take them out, back, side, forward. And then you can start to smooth it out. You know, we're so lucky with the internet also because we have so much available to us. Of course, sometimes it can feel overwhelming and we can feel like a heaviness in our head from the amount of information that's out there. But if you like dancing, or if you like, I don't know, whatever you like, if you like painting or playing violin, you know, you can find so much free content for how to do these things online. And this is a type of self-care. So we need self-care too. Take it the other way if you haven't already. Take a few more. Keep it going, a few more. Or a barking dog that managed to go out one door and not realize that the other door is still, or come to the other door which is closed. And somehow she's not realizing that the one she went out is still open. Was it a full moon last night? Is it a full moon? I don't know what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna have to go let her in just a second because she's not figuring this one out. Okay, so I want you to take it down into your hands and start to shake out your hands and maybe put a little bounce into your knees. And we start to get the elbows and the shoulders involved. And the idea is we're just really, really, really loosening up the body. Keep it going. I'm gonna let her in. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Luna. Baby. Come on. You're so silly. Such a silly girl. Okay. Couple more breaths here. Oh shoot. Okay, and then we're going to take it to a more static movement. So we're going to come to center. Tuck the chin into the chest. So we don't want to do a lot of movement when we're working through the neck. So we're going to take the right ear towards the right shoulder. Then we take the head through center and over to the other side. And we just do this side to side. You can put a little bob in your knee at center if you like. Couple more. Okay, take it up through center. And then once you come up through center, take an inhale, lift your arms up. Interlace your fingers up above your head. And then from here, you just start to circle around through your shoulders, through your upper back. You're being very loud tonight. Could go the other way. Chill. Take a couple more there. Okay, go upstairs. Go upstairs. Go, go, go. Go find Steph. Go find Steph. Okay. Take it back through center, my goodness. And release your arms down. Roll your shoulders back. And from here, you're going to, again, shift your weight, foot to foot. And we're actually going to come into a yoga pose and then find a little dance once we're in it. So what I'd like you to do is come into your right foot, shift the weight as evenly as you can across that foot, across the ball, the side, the heel of that foot. And then you're going to turn your left knee out to this side, and we're bringing that left heel up above the right ankle. If this is enough, stay here. So this is the start of our tree pose. If you want a little bit more, we're going to take the foot and place it up into the thigh. If you still want a little bit more, oh sorry, I said that wrong, up into the calf. If you still want a little bit more, you can take the foot up into your thigh, but avoid the knee. Okay, so you either want the calf or ankle, calf, or thigh, but not knee. Okay, and then we're going to inhale. We're going to take the arms up, draw the palms together into a high namaste, and inhale, stretch up. So we're finding our tree pose, our vrikshasana. Take a few deep breaths here. And then I want you to start to have a little play with your arms. So we're finding our stability, our balance, our sense of being grounded and rooted, while we're also playing and exploring with the arms and also exploring with the chest. And if at any point you fall out of your tree gets caught in a little storm, you just take your time coming back in. Take a little more, a few more movements here, just having a play. Don't watch me, don't worry about what I'm doing. Come into what you're doing. How can you express yourself in tree? Okay. And start to come back through center. And then you're going to just simply turn that left foot down. And then from there, you can pick up that right foot, give the ankle a little twizzle around. So we're just articulating that foot around and around. And you can even shake that leg out. Just shake it out, shake it out. I know it feels silly, but just shake it out. Again, we imagine breathing out dark energy, imagine shaking out stagnant energy. Hey, all of the weight, the heaviness, just shake it out. Okay. And then again, we're going to come back into the feet, foot to foot. Shift the weight this time into your left leg. Turn your right knee out to the side, right heel up above the ankle. Again, if this is enough, stay here. If you want a little more, take the foot up into the calf. If you want even a little bit more, take the foot all the way up into the thigh. Okay? Again, find what serves you. It might not be the same as on the other side. So we're going to take the arms up. Draw the palms together. And then when you're ready, start to release and play. Ooh. Moments here. Are you taking it super seriously, or are you playing in your body? Are you having fun? Are you like, what the hell am I doing? A few more breaths. And if you are super science-minded, just know that this type of movement that we're doing is we're balancing on one leg. This is really good for your bone density. This is really good for your joints. You know, there's nothing bad happening here, only good things happening here. Okay. Let's take the hands back towards the hips. Take that foot down. And then from here, just like you did before, pick up that left leg, give the ankle a twizzle. Play with the direction of that. And shake it out. Really shake that leg out. I want you to really shake it. And just imagine you're kicking out, shaking out any blocked energy, any stagnation. And it, again, I know it can sound silly, but if there's a resistance to it, that's also always something worth looking at. You know, I heard this thing recently that I thought was amazing. Hold on, I'll tell you in just a second. Let's stop that. Let's bring that foot down. So I heard this thing recently where someone said it's like we've forgotten this idea, this phrase, bitter medicine. Like we kind of just expect that medicine is just going to be pleasant, that like we take a pill and like everything's solved. And in fact, you know, medicine, that phrase bitter medicine, it incorporates a lot. It incorporates our kind of our mental well-being, our physical well-being, that sometimes the things that we're doing, they might, I hope this feels good, but they might sometimes be bitter or they might feel awkward, but yet there's something to it, right? Okay, feet hip distance. Let's take an inhale, lift the arms. And then exhale, swan dive fold. Hang the head, hang the arms again, and give your head a few shakes, yes and no again. I'm gonna shut that door because the dog has moved. I'm gonna do my washing machine. Oh, jeez. Sorry, the wind blew that. Okay, and then from here, I want you to bend your knees, take your hands down to the floor, and then you're going to come down, coming down onto your knees. You're going to bring your bottom back towards your heels and come down into child's pose.
And just let yourself start to rock, to sway, to play a little bit, rolling side to side. Let your hips roll side to side.
Rock it all the way back through center. And from here, roll up into a tabletop. So you're coming onto your knees. So you're bringing knees in line with your heels, wrists in line with your shoulders. Okay, and then just because we're here, let's take a couple cat-cows. We're just going to inhale and really roll up into the spine. And exhale. Arch the spine. One more like that. Okay, and then come back towards neutral. And I want you to send your right bottom cheek back towards your right heel, rolling around to the left, up towards the left shoulder, around to the right. And we're just going to start rolling and playing through the body here. Go the other way. Start to play, but mindfully play here. I want you to start to play with what you can do with your arms, with what you want to do with your body. So coming back into just being this human animal. So just like you're this animal that's just playing on the earth and feeling where the hands go. And maybe you even feel like you embody a different type of animal. Maybe you start to embody more of a cat or something else. And if you're not used to playing in your body this way, here's a great opportunity to start, right? I think 20 years ago, I would have been really scared if someone just told me to kind of have a sway around in my body, because I really didn't have a connection to it. And of course, if we're talking about fertility, we want to be connected to our bodies. We want to really kind of feel into them and nourish them and understand what's going on. And so, which includes this sense of playing, of being an animal here on earth right now. So take a few more moments in this human animal to just play. You don't have to do anything that I'm doing. Maybe you have something else that you want to be doing here. A few more breaths here. And then start to bring yourself back to a child's pose. We're going to lift the head, lift the heart. Take the hands up towards, or back up towards tabletop, and then we're going to curl the toes under behind us. And we're going to walk ourselves back into a squat. Now, in this squat, you have a few different options. So if you struggle with squats, so if you're really tight in your hips, or just anything else, if there are injuries or anything like that, what you could do is you could roll up a mat, or you could roll up, or you put a couple pillows underneath you. So you can put something underneath your heels if at any point you would like to, okay? So you can do it in a much more supported way. If you've got injuries, you can also sit onto like a poof. You know what I mean? Like, I have one over there, but it's heavy. I'm not gonna bring it over. Like those round poofs or something else. So you can sit up onto something. Otherwise, if it's available to you, take the soles of your feet out. Okay, and then we're gonna take the elbows and we're gonna bring them against the inner thighs. Now, squats, really good when we're talking about fertility, particularly after you get pregnant. Squats are later stages of pregnancy. Squats are great to do because they help to strengthen all the things that need strengthening to birth. Okay, so we're going to take the elbows against the insides of the knees, and then push the elbows and the knees equally together. And we can rock forward and back a little bit, just finding our balance. Rock it back to center and take your arms all the way up. It's tough. Take your arms out in front of you. Open your arms wide like you're giving a big ol' hug. Okay, and then exhale. Take your hands down. If you can, gently roll onto your bottom. I'm sure that we did this last week. We're going to do it again. This is a really great one, again, when we're talking about poses that are good as far as fertility. So we're going to take our legs and we're going to bring them wide, but with the knees bent. Then, again, it's super awkward. It's more awkward than the dancing, I think. We're going to bring the hands underneath the bottom. And then we're going to roll the shoulders back and open up through the chest. So we're really pushing the elbows against the insides of the legs. So we're tractioning up through the spine. So we're taking an inhale here. Oh, and an exhale. Just curl in a little bit. Tuck the chin in. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. Hold it there this time, but just breathe normally, but hold that traction up. Slowly start to release. Draw the soles of the feet out in front of you. Bring your big toes. Bring the soles of your feet together, and then interlace your fingers over your tootsies. Okay. And then I think we did both of these last week. We're going to roll the shoulders back, open up through the chest. Okay. So retraction up through the spine again. If you want to take some light movements here, light little sways, that can be nice. Again, roll it back through center and then exhale. Inch forward from your hips. Take your heart forward. If it feels okay to your back, you can start to round down, taking the head down towards the toes, but only if that feels okay to your back. Okay? Otherwise, you stay with that nice open chest. Okay? So, any type of folding, especially when we're sitting on the floor, especially when the hips are open in some way, these are things that are considered good for reproductive blood flow, for uterine blood flow. But I always advise people take that with a pinch of salt, because a yoga pose is a complex thing, because the body is a complex thing. So just again, remember that what you're doing is good for your body and your mind, and for bringing some calm to your system. That's really the most important thing. Okay, my loves, inhale, lift yourself all the way back up. Cross your legs and just cross your legs fully there. Okay. And then from here, one of you asked for the vagus nerve exercise. So we are going to do that right now. But first, before we even come into that exercise, we're going to do our measuring test, okay? So what I want you to do is just sit up tall, and then you're going to turn your face to one side, turn your neck and your head, sorry, not just your face, turn your head to one side, and maybe even close the eyes as you do that, and just notice how far the head goes, if the shoulder kind of pops up at all as you do that, how things feel. So you're just getting a sense of how things feel. Roll back through center, and exhale over to the other side. And again, check in, where are the tension points? Take it back to center. Now, we're going to come down onto the back. I'm going to change the music, so it's not, I mean, it's beautiful music, but I'm going to change it to something a little less exciting, something a little more calm. Oh my goodness sakes. Okay, just give me one moment there. So come down onto your back if you haven't already. No one's in the kitchen. Okay. And then once you come down onto your back, we're actually going to do an eye movement exercise here. Now, a couple things to say about this. One, typically when this is taught, we interlace the fingers and we bring them behind the head. However, not everyone finds that comfortable. In which case, you can just leave the back of your head on the earth and take your arms down to your sides. Okay? So we're just going to relax first. And then what I would like you to be aware of here is that at no point are you turning your head now. You're just keeping your head nice and straight with your nose pointing up to the sky, like there is a puppet string from your nose to the ceiling, okay? So no turning of the head. And then from here, we're going to turn the eyes to the right as far as we can. So you're taking your eyes to the right corners, and it's like you're looking up at the ceiling out of the corners of your eyes, and it can be a little uncomfortable if you're not used to it. So keep your eyes there. You can absolutely blink, and sometimes you'll feel like you want to yawn or to sigh. Let it happen. Again, blinking, yawning, sighing, swallowing, all fine. But just keep your head center as your eyes go out to the right corners as far as they can, and just breathe into it.
uncomfortable if you're not used to it. Back to center again. Sigh out. And then cross your ankles, draw the knees in towards your chest, hold on to your knees, and start to rock yourself all the way back up to seated. Once you come back up to seated, just sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. And again, turn your head to one side. Notice how far it goes and if anything is loosened up there. From that, others might not feel it at all. I usually find about 2/3 of people tend to feel a shift in that. And what that is it's not woo-woo, okay? It's physiological. It has to do with eye connections to the nerves, to your nervous system. And the vagus nerve is a big cranial nerve that actually runs all the way down into your gut. And it's one of these nerves that is often responsible for stress responses. And it can get into a chronic state of stress if we're also chronically stressed, right? The nervous system gets kind of tense, and those little eye movements are just circuit breakers. So if you find that that helps at all, or if you find that you are chronically stressed or anxious, it might just be something that you incorporate once or twice into a day. You can even sit and do it. It's easier lying down and doing it, to be honest. There are different ways of doing it, sitting as well, but lying on your back is just the easiest way, and it's really just 2 minutes. It's 1 minute each side. You don't have to do the head turning each time. That's mainly just to show you if you have any experience with it. Yeah, it's a great thing to do on the back. Okay, from here, let's take it in now. Lift the arms up. Oh, and exhale, release. And again, inhale, lift. And exhale. And now lift all the way up. Take the hands up into a high namaste. And draw the hands down in front of the heart into prayer. And from here, close your eyes. Let yourself sigh if you'd like to sigh. And draw into your awareness a sense of gratitude. Just send some gratitude to your body, gratitude to your spirit for continuing on, for helping to express yourself through your body. Gratitude for your life. Sometimes when I start to get really stressed about things going on, my partner always reminds me with the phrases, he says, everything is perfect and nothing's wrong. And for most of us, that's very true. We are not hungry, we're not in war zones, and it's not to diminish our pain and our suffering about other things, but it's just, again, to recall the goodness that already exists in our lives so that we're not missing that as we're going through other things. And then gently bow with this honor, your body, your light, your practice in this earth. And thank you all so much for coming this evening. Sorry there was a lot of chaos on this side. not the most relaxing with dogs and doors and washing machines, but I hope that you at least had some fun. Yes. So the next 3 weeks are actually going to be back on YouTube. I'll put the links up for YouTube on Thursdays. I will not, I'll be working at retreat in Turkey again. So I won't be live with you. Actually, I'll stop the recording now.